What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, Your Soul's Passion Consultant. I'm here with another video, this time with the full moon in Aries. So the full moon starts this Thursday, September 29th, 2023. So it's a lot of good energy, as always, to focus on as we bring in this full moon. And to me, this moon deals with passion. What fuels your passion? What are your desires? What do you get fired up and stirred up to do or get involved in? So let's focus on that as we get into some journal promptings. So as I always start off with a reflection on just to kind of get you into the energy, get you thinking. Some things may trigger you, but at least we know what needs to be healed once things are triggered. So let's reflect on what makes you angry. What makes you aggressive, what makes you elevate your voice and become argumentative. What happened in your childhood that hinders you from communicating in a healthy way? Heavy stuff. I know a lot of us don't want to go back and reflect on those things. A lot of us may not even want to take accountability that we even elevate our voice and argue in a way that is aggressive in certain circumstances. But we have to be honest with ourselves so we can actually heal ourselves and become better people for ourselves and for our community. Okay, so let's get into some journal promptings. Aries deals with the head, the face, and the brain. The head usually includes the ears, brain, forehead, cheeks, chin, eyes, nose, and mouth, each of which aid in various sensory functions such as sight, hearing, smells, touch, and taste. So what challenges do you face when you want to follow your own path? Are you the head of your life choices? Or do outside forces determine how you stimulate your five senses? So for instance, our parents have a lot of influence on us. So for me, growing up, when I was a kid, my mom did not allow us to listen to what she would call secular music. She was very religious. Anything past gospel, it was a no-go. And me and my sisters, we would sneak around and listen to it because we enjoy, hip hop, R&B, rap. And it would really pain me as I got older to listen to that type of music without feeling conviction. I was being influenced by my mother even as an adult. So I would say after a few years, I would say maybe a few years ago, I let that go. I said, I like R&B. I like love songs. I like love ballads. I love hip hop music. I love music that get me going, especially during a workout. I can't work out to gospel. I tried it. I can't do it. So even as an adult, I was still being influenced by what she thought was best for us to hear. So now that I've taken control over my life, I can go and listen to what I think is best for me to hear. And then, of course, some of the music I can filter out that I know that don't agree with me and my spirit. So that's up for me to determine that, not for anyone else. So reflect on what have influenced what you hear, what you listen to, what you like to taste, what you like to see. And a lot of it is based upon our parents. But you can go further. You can maybe your spouse has a huge influence as to what you like to eat and what you like to do or what you like to see. So identify what you want to do, what stimulates you, and start to make those choices and be the head of, your life choices. Okay, so the next prompt I have here is Aries is related to the root chakra. And the root chakra is related to your survival, security, and stability. So my question here is, do you have feelings of anger, or are your emotions out of control when you feel your survival, security, and stability is being compromised? Or do you see that this is as an opportunity to grow? So when you have when feelings of anger or some very strong emotions come up and you see that, okay, this can be changing things for you, do you see this as an opportunity for growth, or do you fight it and retreat and want to stay where you are? So here's another example. Some people get angry when things don't go their way, and they need to be able to control things. And because if they feel like they're in control, then they're more stable. when actually they're really technically out of control when you really think about it. To think that you need to control or you are controlling someone is somewhat not true, and you actually don't have control. So think about that. Think about what anger does to you. Think about what your really, really heightened emotions do to you in regards to your survival, your stability, and your security. Okay, Aries is ruled by planet Mars. Some characteristics of Mars would be anger, determination, and passion. Does your anger get in the way of being determined to pursue what you're passionate about? So, for instance, if you're dealing with a lot of anger, and you can notice, I've done some anger work this like 2 weeks ago, I guess during my full moon, or it would be my new moon work. I had to conquer some things. I had to identify some things in regards for personally in my relationship with my dad. I needed to release that anger so that I can move forward and understand what the purpose of the way my dad was, or the lack of his presence, what that actually did for me, and really move past that anger. So you keep hearing me talk about anger, and I have red screen, red nails, because I'm channeling, instead of my anger, I'm channeling my passion. So, and a lot of us can really benefit from really understanding what anger is and doing some work around there. So hang in there, guys. So anger that you have due to betrayal, causing issues. This can cause issues for you to be able to trust people like your family, your friends, or what have you. So if you don't deal with that anger, then it's hard for you to pursue a passionate and a relatable relationship with the people you choose to have in your life. So this is an instance where anger, due to being betrayed and having trust issues, is not allowing you to have strong connections with people, your friends, because you usually choose those friends. So you can even be limiting how deep and how intense you can go with that friendship because you hold back because you're afraid of being betrayed. And because you haven't released the anger that you once had when someone betrayed you, it causes you to not have a flourishing relationship that you even choose for yourself. So think about that. Does your anger get in the way of you being determined to pursue what is passionate to you, that you're passionate about? So give it some thought, get some journaling going, see what the last thing that caused you to get angry, and if you were angry, what were you not able to do because of the anger was so intense, the emotion was so strong. So consider that, do some journaling, do some deep thinking about that. The next thing I have here is your self-check. Think about your ability to be a self-starter. Do you have the strength to do what is needed to get things done by yourself? Or do you need someone there to support you, or are you able to work alone? So a lot of times, a lot of people like to work in groups because you can get lost in the shuffle in a group. The ability to be a self-starter and to work alone and to initiate things and have people kind of follow after you is a little harder. So what I'm asking you, do you have that ability? And if you do, where do you have that ability? Some people are self-starters, maybe in their home, or they are able to get up, get things done, and be the leader of their home. Some people may be a self-starter when they're at work. They can't get much done. They're not much of a leader at home, but at work, for some reason, they thrive. People are gravitated to them. People respect them. They have more confidence there. So just think about your ability to be a self-starter. Do you have the strength, what needs to be done to do things by yourself when there's no support and if you're forced to work alone? So for instance, like if you have a partner, or if you live with someone at home, say for instance, you are waiting for them to get things going, then you may follow suit. Sometimes it may be you that need to be the initiator, and you work along for a little bit, and then they'll follow suit next to you. So just consider that. It's kind of what comes to mind is, if you want something done, do it yourself. Like, be the first person, be what you want to see in the community, and then everybody else will follow. So the next one here, the last prompting I have for you guys is, Aries is a fire sign. Fire deals with passion, being passionate. It's action oriented, and it's an initiator. It's also a cardinal sign. So cardinal signs are usually outgoing energy, and it's a leadership energy that goes along with cardinal signs. So my question here is, what are you passionate about that you can initiate the process and take the lead today? This can be the first step of many that you can do before the day is over. So for instance, you want to start eating better, changing your eating habits. So maybe you've been hearing a lot about being plant-based, being vegan. Meat is not good for you. Especially it doesn't agree with your body any longer, especially as you get older. So what can you do today to get the process starting for something that you're passionate about? You're passionate about getting healthy, being well, putting good things in your body, but you're just having a hard time getting started. So I would say, first things first, just start looking up recipes. Don't even think you have to cook them yet. Don't try to wrap your mind around, okay, how does this really get done? Just immerse yourself in a community of plant-based recipes on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, wherever you choose to take in your social media, and just immerse yourself in those type of recipes. Let the algorithm start feeding that to you in your timeline so that you get accustomed to seeing how certain things are done. Watch recipes over and over. Watch this person cook jackfruit. Watch another person cook jackfruit. Watch this person cook maybe your favorite meal, lasagna. Watch another person to cook your favorite meal of lasagna. So watch different variations of it. Little by little, maybe start wrapping your mind around it. Start to visualize yourself doing that thing. And then maybe the next week, you're actually implementing some things. So just start to initiate something. So another example is organizing your closet. A lot of people avoid this because it's a lot. It's a lot of work. I get it. You don't want to let things go. That's a lot. That's like dealing with your root chakra, being able to release things so that you can have new things come in. And thinking about it, sometimes when you're so angry, you tense up, you can't let things go. And so that is mirrored in the other facets of your life, such as holding on to things in your closet, holding on to things that no longer serve you, essentially. So little by little, start to organize your closet. Spend 15 minutes a day on one section. Add another 15 minutes, work on another section. Another way of doing this is maybe just taking everything out, which will force you to have to go back to it because you don't want a pile of clothes just sitting in the middle of the floor, and start putting everything in that you will keep, and then start creating a bag for things you're gonna get rid of. I saw this one YouTube where they had like 3 different piles: things you want for sure, things you're on the fence about, and things you absolutely know that you don't want. And start kind of like organizing yourself that way to eventually clean your closet out. Another thing you can do if you want to start something today is start journaling out a tough conversation. So if you know you need to have a tough conversation with a family friend or a coworker, start journaling out those different high points you want to make in that conversation so that you're kind of coaching yourself, preparing yourself to get out what needs to truly be said so that you're no longer intimidated by the conversation. So what are you passionate about that you can initiate the process and take the lead on today? So as always, I like to include an activity in this activity just so you can understand the energy more and put forth out into the universe what you will want to see in your world, your community, your way of doing things. And just get you going, just get you back connected to some childlike way of doing things, so that you can even heal your childhood and start fresh. So here I have an example. Don't laugh at my picture, guys, but if you do, that's fine. I don't care. So here's my activity. On a blank sheet of paper, draw your face like it doesn't look perfect here. I'm asking you guys. This does not have to be perfect. So all my perfectionists out there, relax. Just get it going. Just put pen to paper and get going. So what I'm asking you to do is circle each place where your senses would be activated. For example, your sight would be activated through your eyes, your taste would be activated with your mouth, your hearing would be activated with your ears, and for me, I'm saying my touch would be activated through my cheeks, and smell would be activated through my nose. So at each designated point, identify what you would want to stimulate, what you would want to stimulate you there. The goal here would be to begin to identify what you like, what you desire, and what resonates with you, and not what society, your parents, laws, or religion would tell you to think about these areas. This is how you become the initiator in your life. This is a way to be bold and set what rules in your life. This can also bring understanding as to why you like what you like and what you want to pursue. For instance, some people like strong smells like gasoline or cleaning products. This can mean working with chemicals and creating concoctions is something you are attracted to on some level. So this can lead to you creating your own cleaning products or even working with or around cars. So I have my example to show you guys. I did it myself here, and I'm just going to read each senses so that you know how I saw the project to do it. So for my taste, I want to taste a balance of sweet and savory foods. I am a foodie, so food is very important to me. When I go to a restaurant, I like what I like how I like it. So versus some people, they don't really care. They can eat cold food, they can eat food standing up and not really in touch with the food. I'm very serious about, what I eat. So therefore, I am a cook, and I prioritize eating in my life. So I want to be able to communicate effectively, and I want to be able to connect with my friends and family and clients. And I want to be really be able to speak clearly and say what I mean and mean what I say, especially when conversations are difficult and you don't want the message to be misunderstood. Also, I've been thinking lately, I said, life is changing for me, for the good. And within that, things come up, but for the most part, for the good. And as I elevate in my life and I go to different levels and see life differently, I really want access to good quality ingredients. I know that certain grocery stores you can shop at, the food tastes different versus if you go to maybe other grocery stores in better neighborhoods. So I know there's more quality foods out there. I just know it. I'm gonna sooner than later have access to that. I want to be able to taste an orange that really tastes like an orange. I haven't tasted a real orange to me in years, probably since I was a kid. They're usually very sour. I haven't had a sweet orange in years. So I know as I continue my journey of health and wellness, I'm going to have access to better and high quality foods. I just know it. And that's what I'm putting out there in the universe to be able to lead and guide me to where I need to go to get those things. Even if it comes to where my lifestyle shows I'm able to grow those things. So that's where my taste senses and what I want from when I am stimulated in my mouth and in my taste buds. So the next thing is here, I want to hear music that encourages me to move my body. As I talked to you guys earlier, I was restricted as a kid to only listen to certain types of music, but now that I've reclaimed my freedom and I'm able to listen to whatever I choose, I want to listen to music that really gets my body going, that allows me to sing and really feel the music on a deeper level. So I also want to hear affirmations that agree with my purpose. I want to be around people and around myself that I'm and say things to myself that builds me up and takes me to the next level in my life. I want to listen to stimulating conversation. I'm a talker, so I like to also hear people out. I like to hear new ideas. I like to be able to hear what other people have to say and to see how I feel about those things, to see if maybe I can tweak the way I think about things and allow that new change of thought process, allow growth in my life. So I want to hear stimulating conversations from you guys. I want to be able to talk to you guys. So if you want to talk to me further, one-on-one, outside of this type of parameter, where the conversation's only one way, book me, book a session. I have my link in the description and we can talk further offline. In regards to seeing, I want to see myself conquering my fears. I want to see abundance all around me. I want to see myself as I am intended to be. I want to see beautiful colors on my clothes. I want to wear brighter clothes. I want to stop wearing, just the basic blacks or the basic, darker colors. I want to see vibrant colors on myself. And I want to see that in my home. So this past summer, I spent, some good times making sure my home had beautiful flowers in it. I would replace my flowers every week. And each time that I went to buy new flowers, I made sure they were full of color, very vibrant, colors that you probably wouldn't normally see in a flower. I went for it all out and made sure I had a beautiful vase to put it in. So yeah, I want to see life in a balanced way. I want to be able to see the good and the bad and find myself somewhere in the middle. I want to be able to touch soft and cozy things like my clothes or blankets. So I keep bringing up clothes because I am in the period of my life transitioning and getting out of my comfort zone and putting myself out there in clothes that I probably wouldn't normally wear, but I'm pushing myself. I am asking myself to go further than just, yoga pants and a t-shirt. Like that's super easy for me. I'm actually an Air Max type of girl. I can wear all different color Air Maxes, and I've been like that ever since I was a teenager. And I got even more into it once I got my first job and bought, tons of Air Maxes when I was able to, pay for them on my own. And I've carried that behavior into my adulthood, which I know as I get older, I need to adapt or go into some more feminine traits because I'm bringing those energies, the feminine energy out of me. And I know dressing in more dresses, more color, things that are more vibrant, things that accentuate certain body parts, I know that is essentially what I want to feel and touch on my skin. And then when it comes to a cozy blanket, I love a good, comfortable bed. I want to be able to feel, soft sheets. I want to feel warmth and coziness, especially as the weather starts to change here and the season becomes cold and the weather becomes colder. I want to feel cozy. So I'm going to do what it takes to make myself comfortable, whether it's that buying comfortable socks, cozy socks, and when I'm at home, whatever it takes. So I want to touch expensive things that are rare and unique. I want to have access to that. I want the luxury things in life. I want to be able to have beautiful access to good skincare, good lotions, good creams. So yeah. I also want to smell the finest perfumes that are clean in scent. I want to smell the foods that are aromatic, and I want to smell the best part of my childhood. So I love the smell of good cooking food in a home. Like, to me, my house does smell like food. Other people say they come over and says, oh, it doesn't smell like food, but I feel like it does. And I'm okay with that because I can smell my grandmother's kitchen now and it always smelled like food. She always had something nourishing. She always had something healthy, something that she put a lot of energy in to feed her family. And I know I embody a lot of those qualities. So I love the smell of really, really good food in my home. I also love the smell of my father's cologne. So it reminds me of a time where I knew I was with him. I knew I was spending time with him. So I want to continue those memories, whether it was good times, bad times, they were all working for my good. So I want to remember those things, because doing that work that sometimes trigger us to think bad things, I know if I do that work, I'm going to have a better life. I know I'm going to conquer some fears. I know I'm going to release some things. I know I'm going to be a lighter person. I'm going to be a better person to be around. I'll be a better wife. I'll be a better sister and a better daughter and a better friend. So I want to smell, and I just like masculine scents. That's just kind of like, I'm drawn to that. So so I love it when my husband has on cologne. I love it. I love when I can smell him in the morning time, right before he leaves for work. So it just brings back good memories. That I don't know. I guess it goes deep. So, but yeah, that's what I like. So you guys tell me in the comment section, what do you like to smell? What do you like to hear? What do you like to see? What do you like to touch? What do you like to taste? Like, what kind of foods do you like? Comment in the comment section. Let me know a little bit more about my audience, so I make sure I am making videos that you guys will enjoy, and we'll keep building from there. So I have a quote that I want to leave you with on this end of this video here. And it came to me as I was putting the slides together for you guys for the full moon in Aries. And as I was going through the theme of this energy, what came to me is fuel your passion, not your anger. So that energy that you would be putting toward anger and being mad and being frustrated and wanting to be aggressive and argumentative, take that same energy and apply it to something you're passionate about, something that you enjoy, something that really hits a heart space for you, and hold nothing back. Do what it is you want to do. Don't let anybody influence you that is not influencing you in a way that you want. So take that there. Hopefully this was good information that resonates with you on some level. And if you have any questions or any feedback, let me know in the comment section, and I'll leave it there. Until next time, peace.